Hello everybody, it's Gone Turbo here. This is Skyrim Special Edition on Xbox One. In today's video, we're going to look at the Vivid Weather's Definitive Edition mod that just recently came out. This is 116 megabytes. I wanted to give my first impressions on this update because Vivid Weather's has always been one of my favorite mods for this game. If you've seen other of my videos, my load orders, I have tried and retried other weather mods, but I keep coming back to Vivid Weather's. This update does make some changes. A few videos ago that I made, specifically on Vivid Weather's and True Storms, I mentioned that one of the critiques of the original Vivid Weather Special Edition was that the daytime isn't as bright as other weather mods might make the daytime. And somebody commented on that video, I don't know if it was a mod author or the mod author, that the definitive edition would be coming out soon and that daytime lighting would be addressed. So here it is, Definitive Edition Vivid Weathers. Now, one of the things it says to do is to kind of follow certain steps in downloading this mod. And it's kind of silly, in my opinion, that these steps are suggested, but it is what it is. So the mod author says to go into an interior, save the game, remove old Vivid Weathers from your load order, load it up, save the game, hard reset your console, and then install the new Vivid Weather's Definitive Edition, and then start your game. So I don't know what to say really right now, because Vivid Weather's has been my, again, favorite weather mod. Right now we are in an interior, and I have made some adjustments to display enhancements, but we're going to go outside and we'll kind of talk about this. So I'm also using ELFX interiors, which doesn't seem to have any significant problem right now. So the days are definitely brighter, and unfortunately, in my opinion, a little bit too much. I'm trying to see if it's just something I need to get used to. Other comments on the comments on the webpage, on the Bethesda webpage, some comments are similar in that it's extremely bright on a normal bright day. So it's 6 a.m., so you can kind of see what it looks like right now. But let's go ahead and advance a little bit of time here. I'm just trying to get a sense of each hour of the morning. All right, it's a little better. So, in my opinion, it's a little too bright to where objects start to get a little bit washed out, which is unfortunate. Now, yes, being used to the other old Vivid Weathers, where, again, the criticism was that days were too dark, you know, is it like my mind playing tricks on me that this is what it should be normally? You know, compared to other weather mods, there are some weather mods that have pretty bright days. But to me, it's just a little bit too washed. Now, I have display enhancements set right now, and I've actually reduced the brightness. I've reduced it, I think, once or twice. I've increased contrast 3 times, which is my normal increase. And I've actually increased saturation once. and it's still pretty bright. Another factor, however, is that we all have different displays. I have a Samsung 1080p computer monitor that I have hooked into my Xbox. There's 4K TVs. There's all kinds of displays. I even tried this on. I tried hooking up my Xbox to an HD projector that I have in my downstairs, and it looks different. So I know that what I'm seeing compared to what you might see could be completely different. But my load order, I guess, in terms of kind of finding that benchmark, I'm just seeing the difference with just simply changing one mod, which is this weather mod. Kind of like the control group in a science experiment. I'm just changing one thing here. I'm basing it on what I've had, even with the display enhancements. I have even gone in and reduced my just the Skyrim setting displays to increasing and reducing the brightness a little bit. So I'm going to play with it. Obviously, this is my favorite weather mod. I'm going to give it a chance, but I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm not giving a definitive awesome or not. Right now, my feelings are that I kind of wish we had the old one back, but I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to play with it. I'm probably going to pull up other weather mods again and compare. I pulled up Rustic last night, and I love Rustic, but again, the days just look a little bit different than Vivid Weathers has. So at least you can see here through outside of Riverwood with a clear day, and again, display enhancements setting at an increase of 3 contrast, 1 saturation increase, and a reduction of, like I said, I think I have 1 or 2 brightness reduced. This is the effect I'm getting. What you might see on your screen is different, but this is what it's looking like here. I'm also finding that with ELFX interiors, which I use, there is still a good balance with those display enhancement settings. There is a trick to balancing interiors and exteriors using display enhancements, and I had everything perfect with the old Vivid Weathers, and I was about to do a display enhancement display setting video using that old Vivid Weathers, but now I'm just going to play around with it a little bit more. But at least you get a little bit of a chance to see a clear day, which right now seems to be the hot topic issue going on. I appreciate the creator of this mod. Again, this mod's been tried and true, so to have an update with some changes is great. Manga Club is our creator, mod author. If you look this up, even in the description through Xbox, it gives a nice long list under version 14. This is version 14 of this mod, of all the things that have been changed. So here are Morthal. You kind of get into some of these snowier regions where the white gets pretty white. You start getting into some snow, and it can really wash things out pretty good, in not a good way. But so again, my first impressions here just today. So again, mod author states you don't need true storms, which is around 40 megabytes. So save a little bit of storage space there. All right, let's head over to, let's go to Dawnstar. Another little bit of evidence of how weather and lighting mods can change the game is these loading screens. You can see a difference on, you know, like this spider or whatever the picture is on the loading screen, with different weather mods installed. And to me, this spider isn't as colorful. Again, kind of washed out, and a little bit of a bummer. The issue with display enhancements, or see, this snow doesn't look the same. It looks all spotty. I don't get it. The issue with display enhancements is that not only interiors and exteriors can be affected differently, but you know, when you start cranking certain things up like contrast and saturation, it can get ugly pretty quick. So to say, well, you know, maybe we need to increase the saturation a little bit, you still get a Vivid Weathers book, same thing. Again, I've been playing what you've been seeing on 2 with an increase in display enhancements of 1, but let's hit it on high here and see. It definitely draws in some color. You have to be careful with contrast, because I find what contrast does is we'll get rid of kind of that gray film layer, but the darks start to get really dark. Yeah, this snow looks awful with this. Things look a little muddy. I don't know. Well, guys, again, first impressions. My thumb is down at the moment, but I'm an optimist, so we'll see what we can do. And for those of you that are Vivid Weather fans, if there were 2 versions available, the old and the new, I'd probably stick with the old right now until we can perfect the new definitive version. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for the support. I will keep you updated on this mod as I play with it some more, and I'll talk to you again soon.